welcome to IffI News. From today onwards, we will bring to you all the latest happenings and celebrities visiting the film fest. But first, let's have a look at today's headlines. Hazaro Dilo Ki Dhadkan, Madhuri Dixit opens Indian Panorama and Short Film Centre. Quality films from all over the country to feature in this section. Veteran film director Bertrand Tavernier criticizes overuse of technology in films, says he still banks on emotions, takes on youth for their ignorant attitude. Prudent brings to you an exclusive chat with Jackie Shroff. Jackie ready to act in Konkani film, calls Goa a paradise for films. Adul Gopal Krishnan praises government for getting IffI out of bureaucracy's hands, says the changes are visible. And Sachin Chade gives you tips on what movies to watch on Friday. First, we bring to you top happenings at IffI. Dekha hai teesri baar Goa ke aankhon mein pyar. With this note, dancing diva and queen of Bollywood, Madhuri Dixit inaugurated the Short Film Centre and Indian Panorama section in the IffI on Thursday. The Indian Panorama opened with the screening of Malayalam film Urumi. Our Panchi-based reporter Basri Desai brings the report with video journalist Sarvesh Beluskar.
Goa is a wonderful place to come to, and I think it was a brilliant idea that they decided to have the IffI here in Goa for the past 8 years. People come here, they exchange ideas, you are exposed to so many forms of filmmaking, whether it's short films, long films, people from all over the world. We get to come here, exchange ideas, look at what other people are doing, look at what we are doing, how other people are putting the same life in a different perspective, and we get to exchange ideas, our aesthetic senses, our creativity, and which helps us to grow. And I think I really applaud IffI for doing this every year. I have always loved coming here, and I always cherish my moments that I spent here. I have come before with my family, and I have yet again come here with my family to this beautiful beach, sunny place. I've always enjoyed Goa, as you can see, because I keep repeating that. But thanks to all of you, I think it's people like you, filmmakers like you, who broaden our senses, even as actors. We get to see so many different art forms here, so many different ideas that we learn a lot from it. It helps us broaden our horizons and makes me at least learn something new that I can give back when I perform the next time. So thank you to all the makers, to the directors, to the producers for making such beautiful films. Dekha hai teesri baar Goa ki aankhon mein pyar. I know it's very filmy, but it's really true. And thank you for all the love and affection that everyone showed me. And I'm really humbled, I feel great, and I feel honored again.
Short Film Centre was also inaugurated by film actor Madhuri Dixit, Chief Minister Digambar Kamath, Chief Secretary Sanjay Srivastav, ESG CEO Manoj Srivastav, and others were present.
Recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award, Betnan Tavernier stated that while making a film, he does not like to surrender to the liking and taste of audience. He prefers not to become a slave of the technology. He thanked the jury members for bestowing him the rare honor of Lifetime Achievement Award and said that he felt privileged to receive an honor in a country that has so rich a cinematic culture. Bertrand Tavernier was addressing a press conference at IffI Media Center on Thursday. Our Panji reporter Lokik Shilkar and journalist Sunny Narvekar's report.
I got a Lifetime Award achievement from a country which has never released one of my films. So it's sometimes a paradox. It's great. I mean, to have such a prestigious award from people which I have a tremendous respect, and with a wonderful ceremony, a bit intimidating because having his portrait drawn in front of you is something which I've never experimented before in my life. I have seen a lot of Indian films which are now considered as classics. And I was, I do say, raised, but maybe that was my nature. I like to discover, and I like to use film as a way of discovering another culture, a way of life. And for instance, in my youth, I learned a lot from the film of Satyajit Ray. I'm sure I don't pronounce the name well. I learned from other Indian directors like Mrinal Sen, which I met several times, and I have a tremendous respect for him, or Sham Benegal, and even people who were, I used to, when I was a young film buff, I love the film of Mehboob Khan. I mean, a film like Mother India.
Earlier, Bertrand Tavernier received the Lifetime Achievement Award on Wednesday during the inaugural ceremony. Speaking on the occasion, he said that film is a weapon to fight dictatorship of ignorance worldwide.
All the films I did them because I wanted to learn. I wanted to explore a moment of history of my country which I did not know. Because I wanted to fight against the government of my country, because I did not agree with what they were doing, but I learned, and I try to share with people which I do not know, you there in theaters all over the world, what I had found, the pleasure, the joys I had in finding them. And for me, that it's filmmaking, and it's it's a great way to open, to explore the world. And a festival like the Goa Film Festival does that. I mean, the films are windows open on the world. And we are living in a very terrible moment, very dramatic moment, where we are frightened by dictatorship, of globalization, of fundamentalism, and the worst, the dictatorship of ignorance. And films can be weapons against those dictatorships. I will repeat that all my life. Films can be weapons of massive construction.
With the advent of IffI 2011, many celebrities and film stars are coming to Goa, and Jackie Shroff is one amongst them. In conversation with Prudent's field coordinator Dipti Nagwekar, Jackie Shroff expressed his readiness to work in Konkani films, and moreover, he proposed to Dipti. Have a look.
So how is it coming back to Goa?
Every time it's beautiful. I mean, the magic doesn't wear off from Goa. I like to come here every time, and I like to meet all my friends and relax out here, basically, Susagara.
Now we see people, just fans running after you. They just want one side of you. When you started your career, how was it that time?
It's been the same. It never dies. These things last you all your life. People who are in the films, they all they liked till they even after death, I feel.
You have worked with a lot of people, and today in the morning for inauguration of Indian Panorama, we saw you with Madhuri Dixit, and in Ram Lakhan you all were together. What was the experience?
Working with Madhuri ji has always been a divine experience. I think she is an eternal beauty. You hardly get to see a lady who is such a fine aura around her. She treats everybody on equal. She doesn't think she is a legend that she is. She's really rooted, and she has an individual personality which you rarely get to see in the leading ladies.
You have done almost 150 films in this period in your career in film industry. Which was the best amongst you? Like which role was the best you liked?
I really won't be able to pinpoint and say this has been my best film. Could start from Hero, it could go to Kash, it could go to Parinda, it could go to Ram Lakhan, it could go to Khalnaik, it could go to Aina, it could go to 100 Days, it could go to Devdas, it could go to Gardish, but I really don't know. But the best I like is King Uncle, because the subject touched a girl child, adoption of a girl child. Now that's something which is really close to my heart.
You have done different roles from hero to villain to, even King Uncle was a different kind of a role. So how do you prepare yourself, facing these roles?
I just let myself flow into my director and my writer's hand. I think if my technicians are good, I'm bloody good. So technician has to be nice, my dear.
And what are your future projects? When are we going to see you back again?
There's a film called Rudenath, which is a Marathi film that I'm doing with Amar Gupte. There's a film called Panja, which is a Telugu film, which I'm doing with Pawan Kalyan. And there's a Hindi film, which is called Life is Good. Now, Life is Good is being directed by Anant Mahadevan. And that we should definitely come within the mid-year. So these are the 3 films that's completed, and there are 2 more in the pipeline.
Here for IffI we have different films from India, from regional films to world films. So what is the difference you feel is between all these films?
I feel the emotion is the same, nothing dies. The languages change, the relationships, everything. Emotions don't die. The color of the tear doesn't change. The food, if you're hungry, it doesn't change. It could be Italian food, it could be a French food, it could be a nice South Indian idli. Sapad is sapad, khana khana hai. Moje, bonu, it's food. So what I mean to say is the emotion, the relationship, they're all the same. Mother, brother, father, sister, love, young, rich, poor, problems, busy. Nothing changes. Languages change, but the emotions remain the same. Emotions work.
There are a lot of Konkani films which are coming up, and people in Goa, they are low budget films, and then they want to put show these films all over the world, and they want people from the film industry, the Hindi film industry, to act in these films. If such a role comes to you, will you accept it?
Immediately mail it to me on jackie.shroff@gmail.com. How do you say I love you in Konkani?
हांव तुजो मोग करता.
Thank you. How तुझा मोग करता.
ह्या आशिल्लें आमच्या बरोबर जॅकी श्रॉफ. प्रुडंट मिडिया खातीर ओमकार फळारी बरोबर हांव दिप्ती नागवेकर.
We are heading in for a short break.